All right, so we're on to our third solid. We're going to talk about finding the volume of a sphere, right? So a sphere is it's a basically a ball, right? So it's unique in that it has a radius. The center of the sphere is the same distance no matter where you go on the sphere. So you can think of it like a three-dimensional circle. It's more if you took a circle and spun it on an axis, you would get that sphere. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So spheres have a little bit more complicated formula. It comes from a little bit more calculation from cones and cylinders and all that. So we're just going to look at what the formula itself is. So right off the bat, we have a new formula. It is 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed. All right, so there's a couple big differences here. First one, it's the only volume formula we have so far that has that cubed in it. So that's one thing we have to make sure we remember. And this fraction of 4/3. Now, 4/3, it's kind of a gross fraction, right? It's one of those repeating decimals. So we can actually transform this to think of it as 4 times pi times r cubed and divide that by 3. So these are equivalent formulas or expressions. But I like this one a little more. It's a little easier for me to remember. Multiplying by 4, dividing by 3, than multiplying by 4/3 itself. So I'm going to use those in my example. So if we take a look, we're going to look at this sphere first. We have a sphere that has a radius of 4, which if we look at our formula, we need r still, right? Not a formula that involves diameter, involves radius. So it's right there for us. We just need our measurements, which we already have. R is 4. Notice there's no height in this formula. There's no height this time, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's take what we got. I'm going to slide this up. We have 4. 4 stays 4. Pi becomes 3.14. And now my radius is cubed. So 4 times itself 3 times. And I'm going to divide that result by 3. So if I take my calculator, 4 times 3.14 times 4 times 4 times 4. 803.84. And remember to divide that result by 3. Now, if I wanted to do instead of 4 times 4 times 4, I could use my exponents on my calculator. So we're looking for on your calculator this kind of caret-looking symbol, right? So we might do 4 times 3.14 times 4, hit that caret symbol to the power, and we're going to put a 3 in there. We should get the same answer. All right, and then when I divide that by 3, I get my final result, 267.9467. And if we remember in the directions, it said round to the nearest tenth. So I'm going to round to the nearest tenth, which 267.9 feet cubed. And that is the volume of our sphere. And you can't see that, so let me slide it up. There it is, 267.9 feet cubed. All right, and we're going to look at another one. Let's go ahead and look at one where we're given the diameter. Here, my formula, volume equals 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. Not given r though, given diameter. So I got to divide that by 2. So my radius is 6. 4 times 3.14 times 6 cubed divided by 3. I'm going to go ahead and calculate that. 4 times 3.14 times 6 to the power of 3. 2,712.9 0.96. Divide that by 3, and we get a result of 904.32, if I round to the nearest tenth, 0.3 meters cubed. And that is how we would find the volume of a sphere given the diameter. And this wraps up finding volume of spheres. So we have a new formula, just need to be careful with the radius or the diameter.